Just had breakfast. 118 gallons left. Excellent diner. We'll talk about that in the air. I'll try to run this full video for you guys, maybe, since it's such a short flight. Show some of the checklist and such. Go ahead and get the ATIS. So all we did so far is just crank up.
The flight, advisory control on initial contact. You have Charlie. Janesville, South Wisconsin, Regional Airport, information Charlie 1645 Zulu weather, wind 280 at 5, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature -3, dew point -9er, altimeter 3037. Visual approach runway 32 in use, VFR departures, advise ground control your direction of flight, advise your control on initial contact. You have Charlie.
Alright, we got Charlie. Now I'm putting in...
So we're going to need 5 mic, same tension.
Putting in the ground, although I'm guessing it's combined.
So we're going to need 5 mic, left on Alpha.
It is combined. So we got ground. I set the altimeter in 3 spots. 25 there and here. And now we got the ground frequency pulled up. Got Rockford in the backup, Chicago approach down there. We're ready to go. I just need to put in direct home. Find my way home via GPS. All right. And ground Twin Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie is over by Bessie's. We do have ATIS information Charlie, VFR departure to the south.
771 Bravo Charlie, James ground, runway 32 via Bravo.
1 Bravo Charlie's taxiing at 32 via Bravo, thank you. Alrighty. Coming out, plenty of wingtip clearance. So, the taxi to 32 via Bravo, this is Bravo, and we're going to go this way to get to 32. Bye-bye, Bessie's. Great dinner. We had about maybe 8 to 10 people there. Very nice. Alright, so taxiing out to 32. When we get to 32, we're going to stop and do the run up, and I usually cut that part out, so I will show everybody the run up part of the checklist. There was a before starting engine checklist that I did, an engine start checklist that I did, and then we do a before takeoff, which, considering that I just flew here, the engines are warm, I'll do most of it, but I don't repeat feathering the props, but I guess I could just, I usually cut that part out. Now, if there was somebody behind me, I would make sure not to block the runway, but I don't see anybody behind me. Alright, so we're going to come to a stop here before takeoff. Brakes are set, throttles coming up to 1700. So we're at 1700 RPM, and then we're going to check the magnetos. Left max, get an appropriate drop, and all the EGTs rise. Go back to both. Right max, get a good drop, all the EGTs rise. That looks good. And then we do a feather check down to 1200 RPMs, just to make sure that if we lose an engine, that the propellers will indeed feather. So we check that. We got the vacuum is showing good suction. Our oil pressures are good. Temperatures are all good, coming in the green. I have all that stuff over here, again, on my engine monitor that you guys can't see very well. And then, that's it. We pull it back to about 1,000 RPM. And moving on. Trim is set for takeoff. Alternate airs are in. Flaps are up for takeoff. Flight controls we've already checked, but we'll check them again. They are free and correct. Moving all the control surfaces. Doors and windows, they are closed. Flight instruments, we already got everything set up. We're going to depart runway 32 and do whatever control instruction he says to turn off to the south. Radios are all set. We got Rockford approach to get flight following. Probably
9130 Delta James Tower for 3 miles northeast, right base 32.
Alright, so the checklist is complete. Now, we'll pull up to the hold short line. The only thing I have left to do prior to departure is to put the mixtures full rich, which...
That's 2338 Victor James Tower, circle to the south. For left base runway 32, report to circle.
Okay, we'll circle to the south for left base runway 32 and we'll report circling 2338 Victor.
Janesville Tower, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie is holding short 32, VFR departure to the south.
Twin Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie, Janesville Tower, runway 32, clear for takeoff, left turn on course.
32, clear for takeoff with a left turn on course, 1 Bravo Charlie. Alright, so we have our takeoff clearance, now we can cross the hold short line. And my mixtures are coming forward, props are forward, fuel pumps are on
Victor,
low.
what's your position on final?
We're 2 miles straight, Victor.
So there's 2 runways that meet right here. You got 36 that way, and 32 this way.
Inside wave.
You need to make sure.
Confirm 38 Victor, we're mile and a half final, left the circle for 32.
Up inside.
So we line up on 32.
Twin Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, traffic is south about a mile and a half final, runway 4, circling south for left base 32.
1 Bravo Charlie's on the roll and we'll be looking. So here we go. 32, DG lines up, we're on the correct runway, you can see it painted. And full power. Fuel flows are normal, airspeed's alive, 80, 90, rotate. 100.
Victor, continue.
Tap the brakes, gear coming up.
Continuing 38 Victor.
There is 30
Pitching
Delta,
for
what's
blue
your
line.
position?
I'm showing 8 miles northeast.
Roger. Cessna 3 Victor, runway 32, clear to land, wind 280 at 5.
Clear to land 32, 38 Victor.
Yaw dampers on, starting a left turn out.
Twin Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, traffic low factor.
1 BC. Plane is climbing like crazy. Fuel pumps are off. Coming back to climb power. So we set the manifold pressure at the top of the green arc, and RPM's at about 2450. I can pull the fuel back to about 18 gallons. And refresh that.
At Janesville Tower, it's Cirrus 973 Sierra Delta, approximately 3 miles northeast down the right base.
Cirrus 3 Sierra Delta, roger, runway 32, clear to land, wind 280 at 4.
Clear to land 32, 3 Sierra Delta, thanks.
And now we're on course.
Cessna 3 Victor, same intention.
We'll just climb to 5,500. Why not?
We'd like a full stop taxi back, and then we're going to depart back for Chicago to exit 3 Victor.
Cessna 3 Victor, left turn on Alpha and Bravo, back to 3-2.
So as you climb there, it gets a little thinner.
Janesville Tower, Skyhawk 12090 is east about 10, inbound with
Skyhawk 51 Uniform Delta, squawk 4243.
4243, 51 Uniform Delta.
Rockford approach, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie off Janesville with request.
3335, 3751, good day.
Locked.
Sierra 0 Romeo Alpha contact, Madison approach 120.1.
120.1, Romeo Alpha, thanks, man.
Cessna 51 Uniform Delta, radar contact 19 miles northwest of the Rockford Airport, altitude indicate 3,600. Understand you're inbound to Rockford. How is this approach terminate?
Thank you.
Cessna 51 Uniform Delta, verify this will be a full stop at Rockford Airport.
This will be a stop and go at Rockford.
Cessna 51 Uniform Delta, after stop and go, what are your intentions?
Intentions, depart back to the west for Dubuque.
51 Uniform Delta, roger.
Rockford approach, Weber 2109, level 8000, direct Mason City.
Weber 2109, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 3040.
3040, Weber 2109.
Rockford approach, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie request.
5.
Can't get a word in. Rockford approach, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie. Leveling at 5,500. Lower the nose, pick up the speed, then we'll set climb power. Rockford approach, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie. Request flight following off at Janesville to Aurora if you have time.
Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie, Rockford approach, say request again?
Yeah, we're at 5,500, 10 miles southeast of Janesville, just flight following to Chicago Aurora.
Twin Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie, maintain VFR and squawk 4247.
42471 Bravo Charlie, thank you. Alright, so now I'm set 23 inches on the manifold pressure with the throttles.
Rover 290 Delta Yankee, contact Chicago approach on 133.5.
1335, 0 Delta Yankee.
Twin Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie, radar contact 15 miles northeast of the Rockford Airport, altitude indicates 5,400. Proceed on course to VFR altitude, your discretion.
1 Bravo Charlie, roger. We'll be at 5,500. We are 5,400 for 55. Thank you.
Roger.
Just a slight roll to the right, so fixing that with a little bit of ground. There we go. So now I'm pretty well set up. 23 inches, about 2330
Charlie down the side of Joder on the GPS 34 over the tower.
Cherokee 72 Charlie Delta.
12.5 miles per hour per side set.
2 o'clock, also inbound to Janesville, 1,900 indicated. They're talking to him. Radar services are terminated. Contact Janesville Tower 18-8.
Okay, you can cancel my IFR 72 Charlie Delta, and I'll contact Tower 72 Charlie Delta.
2 Charlie Delta, IFR cancellation received. Squawk VFR, and you contact Janesville Tower 18-8.
Cancellation received, 72 Charlie Delta, I'm VFR.
Oh, level 5,500. indicating about 195 miles an hour. We're ground track is a 154 heading. We're 14 minutes from Aurora, and we know that there's a 4,000 foot shelf that we either got to go around or we got to go under. So now we need to get the ATIS. So the Aurora ATIS is 2585. So we got to have the weather before we get in here. So I can still transmit and receive to the air traffic that we're talking to right now, and I can just receive the ATIS by toggling this button.
Contact, you have ATIS information, Quebec. For airport information, Quebec, 1652 Zulu, wind 290 at 9er, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature -4, dew point -9er, altimeter 3040. RNAV runway 27, visual approaches are in use. VFR departures advise your direction of flight. Notice airman runway 1836 closed. Taxiway Charlie closed north of runway 927 and south taxiway Papa. Taxiway Alpha between taxiway Charlie and taxiway Alpha 2 commissioned and changed to movement area. Advise initial contact, you have ATIS information, Quebec.
Sky 501, Uniform Delta, contact route for tower 118.1.
For airport information, Quebec, 1652 Zulu, wind 290 at 9er, visibility 10.
118.1,
So we have Quebec. That gives us the runway, the wind, the altimeter, and any other pertinent information that we need to know about the airport. So now you just have to remember that, or you can write it down on a scratch pad somewhere. But we'll remember Quebec. 12 minutes out, so I'll go ahead and put the tower frequency, 120.6 in the backup. When you have spare time, it's nice to go ahead and get everything set up when you're not doing anything, because things can happen a little fast when you start getting close to an airport. So the next frequency that they'll probably give us is either 33.5 or 20.55. We're kind of coming along the boundary for the two different Chicago approach frequencies, so we'll see which one they give us. I got 33.5 in the backup. We got the tower in the number 1 backup. And we're at 55, almost 5,600. Gonna clip just the corner of the Class B.
Mapper 2, say aircraft type again.
Mapper 2, it's Cessna 210, sir.
Roger.
Epic says there's a guy 2,500 feet above us, so I'll look on our traffic page. 2 o'clock, 5 miles.
For
there he is.
all the way to Rochester.
I know you guys can't see it.
3523. 3523.
Pretty sweet to have traffic
3523 on the bus for Mapper 2.
on the iPad, on the Garmin GPS. 430 feet per minute required. When that says 500, we'll start coming down. Nice short flight. Been in the air 10 minutes. Got 10 minutes left. Barely enough time to get the oil up to temperature.
Normal 1 Bravo Charlie, contact Chicago, approach 133.5, good day.
1 Bravo Charlie, switching 33.5. Have a good day. See ya.
Flight to the ILS at 2 at Bay 4938.
Number 938, roger. On the missed approach, you'll fly the published mist.
Roger, 4938.
Chicago approach, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie's with you, 5,500 with Quebec.
Number 771, Bravo Charlie, Chicago approach. Roger. Midway altimeter 3038.
3038, 1 BC.
And approach about 6 Delta, we have Schaumburg in sight, and we do have the weather at Schaumburg, altimeter 3036.
I don't have the Schaumburg altimeter there, sir, but 66 Delta, copy, got Schaumburg in sight. Radar services terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Thank you very much, 56 Delta, have a good one.
Chicago, when it helps, 0 Delta Yankee has Aurora in sight.
Zero Delta Yankee, roger, clear visual approach, runway 27.
Cleared visual 27, 0
500 foot per minute. Coming down.
Approach, Skyhawk 842 Kilo Papa with you 3,500, 12 miles to the south of Romeo Papa Juliet.
Skyhawk 842 Kilo Papa, Chicago approach, midway altimeter 303, what's the destination today?
Destination is Lima Oscar Tango.
Thank you. Zero Delta Yankee, contact Aurora Tower on 120.6.
Over the tower, 0 Delta Yankee.
So we set up 500 foot per minute rate of descent. This tells me that's what we need. Down to pattern altitude, 1800. And as we descend,
938 traffic, 3 o'clock, 1 mile, southwestbound
the air
altitude,
gets thicker,
3,500.
so we have to pull the power back.
Good morning, 938.
Beautiful day.
Or 938, to set to maintain 2,500.
Leaving 3,000, 3,500, boy 938.
$4,500. Get a friendly reminder on my iPad to check the Aurora ATIS 2585, which we already did, and we already told our traffic we have Quebec. Keep slowly pulling the power back. Hold about 21.5 inches manifold or so.
938, traffic no factor, 5 miles from riser, cleared localizer, runway 33 approach.
Cleared localizer 33 approach, boy 938.
There's a guy 1,700 feet below us, 10 o'clock and 5 miles, coming our way. Don't see him yet. Below the Bravo shelf.
Twin Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles, appears to be southwestbound, altitude indicates 2,500.
1 Bravo Charlie searching, no joy. And the visibility is so crisp, but he's down in the ground clutter. Can't quite see him yet.
Chicago approach, 920 November.
10 o'clock and about 4 miles, 3 miles.
920 November Zulu, Chicago approach, midway altimeter 303, advise me of the local weather, NOTAMs at the Calp. What approach would you like to run today?
We have local weather, request direct Tugby, 0 November Zulu.
Number 0, November Zulu, clear direct Tugby.
Clear direct Tugby.
10 o'clock,
0 November Zulu.
1,000 feet below us. 3 miles, still no joy.
And 0 November Zulu request, descent is 3,000.
Stand by.
Pulling the power out a little. Our friend is now 10 o'clock and 2 miles.
Number 938, contact Aurora Tower 120.6.
Roger, contact Aurora, 493.
1,000 feet below us. What speed he's doing? He's doing 104 knots. We're doing 185 knots. Not going to be a factor. Still drives me crazy that I can't see him.
Number 0 November Zulu is 10 miles from Tug B, cross Tug B at or above 2,500, cleared ILS runway 2 approach to Calb Airport.
Cleared to Tug B at or above 2,500, clear for ILS 2 approach, 0 November Zulu.
Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, the VFR traffic is now 9 o'clock, 1 mile, appears to be converging, altitude indicates 2,200.
1 Bravo Charlie, yeah, he's just drowning in the ground clutter, just can't see him.
Yeah, no problem.
Visibility is amazing. Can't see the guy. 500 feet below us. 1 Bravo Charlie has traffic. Just picked him up.
Number 1 Bravo Charlie, roger, Aurora Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
1 BC has the field.
Number 1 Bravo Charlie, radar services terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. So long.
1 Bravo Charlie, see you in a bit. Aurora Tower, Twin Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie, 8 miles northwest, inbound for landing with Quebec.
Twin Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, Aurora Tower, into the right base for runway 27, report 3 out.
1 Bravo Charlie will scoot over to the right base for 27, we'll report 3 out.
Aurora Tower, Romeo 448, Romeo Alpha.
So we were aiming for a 45 to the Redfield downwind.
Tower, short runway 27, landing traffic.
So he said enter the right base. So in order to do that,
Yankee turn left on Charlie, left on Alpha, taxi parking monitor ground point 7, no delay on the runway.
Alright,
we're going to have to come out this way. And now I'm going to pull the power back to about 21 inches.
No traffic, sir to the south.
20 and a half or so.
0 Juliet Mike, thanks sir.
Just to work on slowing her up. But right now we're flying about a 120 heading. Gonna jog over to the 3 mile right base. Head over the interstate. Starting to get a little bit bumpy.
November 7 Juliet Echo, you can turn left on Alpha 3, taxi to parking monitor ground point 7.
Alpha 3 going to Skyhaven, Juliet Echo.
November 983, approach missed, and you missed approach procedure to execute the published missed.
Roger, we'll report the missed and then execute 493.
I'll widen out for the right base.
November 983, start your miss prior to the approach in traffic off runway 27 is going to be straight out departure to the west.
Roger,
19 inches.
Start our miss early, 4938.
And the 938 remains south of runway 927 at all times.
Roger, 4938.
Remo 8 Romeo Alpha, straight out departure to the west, approved runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind 280 at 7.
Fuel pumps are on low.
448, Romeo Alpha, clear for takeoff, 27.
If I can get a word in.
Remo 8 Romeo Alpha, disregard, hold short runway 27, and look, approach correction now, takeoff clearance cancel. Remo 8 Romeo Alpha, takeoff clearance cancel, hold short runway 27.
Number 4893 is going missed.
November 938, roger. Yeah, your new missed approach procedure is fly heading 360.
360,
360, climbing to 3000 for 938.
Roger, climbing to 3000, 4893.
1 Bravo Charlie, 3 mile right base.
Wind 1 Bravo Charlie, runway 27, clear to land, square your base off the final. Traffic crossing from left to right over the about a half mile final is a Cessna.
1 Bravo Charlie will square the base to final turn and continue. Low 160, gear coming down.
November 938, thanks for
so we got the gas, fuel's on the mains, fuel pumps are on low.
Departure 133.5.
Got undercarriage.
2000, 3000, 4938, switching to 1335.
3 in the green. Mixtures and props are all set.
Straight out departure to the west, approved runway 27, clear for takeoff, traffic 3 mile finals, twin 7.
448, Romeo Alpha, clear for takeoff, 27.
And he wants us to square, So that's about as square as we can get, coming in with a second notch of flaps. Power's back to about 17.5 inches. And we're right on glide slope. Got 2 red lights and 2 white lights.
November 1 Bravo Charlie. Previous call traffic's now north of the extended center line for runway 927. Runway 27 clear to land, wind 28005 traffic. It's a Remos departing now.
1 Bravo Charlie has it all in sight, 27 clear to land. That's the traffic there, that's the guy departing. Anyway, 2 red lights, 2 white lights. It's kind of hard to say. And we're on glide path. So we've done our gumps check. We got the gas, the undercarriage, the mixture, and the props all set. We're on a nice stabilized approach. Everything's looking good. Yaw damper is coming off. That's our switches, the S part of the gumps. And we're holding about 130. Just fine out this far out. Got to slow up to 120 here on short final, which the rest of these flaps are going to help. And the gear down. Tell yourself that once. 2 red and 2 white lights. And now we're at 120. So friction locked is back. Getting ready to start slowing up a bit. Just walking the throttles off. And trimming up a bit. Nice. That was one of my better landings in a while. Let the nose come down nice and slow.
November 1 Bravo Charlie, you can turn left on Charlie or left on runway 18, left on Alpha, taxi to parking, monitor ground point 7.
We'll turn left on 18 and left on Charlie. We'll monitor ground on the way to parking. 1 Bravo Charlie, thanks for the help, see you. Alright, 18, which is this grass covered runway here. When Cessna, you turn off nice and slow so that you don't collapse the gear or put any side load on them. But now the flaps are coming up. Props are forward. I set my mixtures to my normal ground setting. And we were instructed to turn left on Charlie. I don't see anybody. And monitor ground point 7. So going to 121.7 and monitoring ground. And he said Charlie taxi to park. So we've complied with all the instructions now. And we've cleaned up the airplane. We're squawking VFR. And props are forward. Everything is set. Fuel pumps are still on low for taxi. If you had strobe lights on, you would turn those off at this time. Then you go back to the checklist.
Remo 7 Romeo Alpha, no traffic there to the west, frequency change for.
And you review your after landing checklist. We've cleared the runway, the flaps are up, the mixtures are leaned, the fuel pumps are on low, the strobes are off, clearance we obtained, and lights as needed, which is what I just discussed. So you run through the memory items and then back it up with the checklist.
Aurora Airport information, Romeo's current altimeter 3038.
That sounded in unison because I was on both frequencies. So here we are, it's 12:08. Got just enough time to throw the aerial plane in the hangar and get to work. Just need to be gone in about 7 minutes. So I just picked up the taxi speed. Thanks for flying along. Hopefully videos turn out good. And if you guys are ever flying around the Midwest, looking for a place to eat, Bessie's at Janesville gets 2 thumbs up. Nice place. Don't know the next flight. The next flight at some point, hopefully the next flight, I just got to get time and talk to the shop. I need to take this in to get the heater done. Because we went from nice, perfect weather to cold like this. It's 30 degrees right now. So definitely need to go get the heater, drop it off to get that done. That's my next upgrade and plan for flying. Thank you everyone for your continued support on the channel, and if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That will just update you when we get new videos that we post, and if you guys looks like an interesting video for you, you can just check it out. Until next time, y'all have a good one.